finish this song yet? Will you help me fix it?
I'm Alex. I'm here with Frankie Cosmos. We got Greta and Alex. Gotta love the Alex synergy here. And here we go. We're gonna start with Greta here. What do you play in Frankie Cosmos?
I sing and I play guitar and bass. We switch off guitar and bass.
What do you play in Frankie Cosmos?
Guitar and bass.
Excellent.
Pretty sick.
Okay, Greta, what is your guitar?
My guitar is a Fender Telecaster. It's over here. I don't know why I have it, or probably Alex picked it for me.
I don't know if that's true.
Fender gave us a deal, and I said,
Fender gave us,
get
I
close.
think, the guitar, which I think is 2018, and then the Rumble and the Deluxe. I think we're all given by Fender, so that's why we use those. The Rumble's got a lot of good qualities, nice and light, maybe some bad qualities, but those aren't bothering me. Yeah, I'm fine.
Totally,
Usually
yeah.
keep it
Hell yeah.
totally nooned. The Rumble, yeah, just 100% nooned. That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's
This-
the setup. Yeah.
That's great.
This is great information.
Thank you. Yeah. Hey, I recommend if you got a Rumble, just fucking don't touch the knobs. Leave them just straight up. Yeah.
I remember that y'all were using Dan Electros previously. What inspired the switch?
Well, so I had this Dan Electro for a long time that my friend's friend got it at the thrift store, and the strap was held on by like a piece of gum in a hole with a screw stuck in the gum, and so it was falling apart a lot. So I just emailed Fender. I had some friends that were like, Fender sometimes gives bands a deal, and they gave me this guy's email, and I said, "What's up? Can I get a deal too?"
We played a Telly in the studio, and then we ended up wanting to get one.
That's
we also
why.
played a Mustang in the studio. But the thing about the Dan Electros is the lipstick pickups can be kind of noisy and loud. They pick up a lot of signal. It's kind of frustrating. So I got the pawn shop Mustang, with the one humbucker. Super heavy, very, very heavy.
This is the bass you're playing?
Yeah, the bass. Yeah, I don't know. It's a cool Mustang. Usually you see them with the DJ or whatever, the other pickup, but I like the one humbucker. I saw somebody playing it and I looked it up and got it because I knew it wouldn't be noisy like the Longhorn.
And y'all are sharing the instruments?
We share, yeah, we have to trade, we have to pass the instruments with the cables like this on stage. And sometimes, you can see like right here, like this is what can happen when you pass guitar back and forth, make a rat king.
Amazing.
Yeah. Really
All right.
dangerous.
All right, last one about the guitars. What string gauges are you using?
10. Pretty sure, yeah, 10.
Excellent.
Yeah.
All right, Greta, you got a singing rig? What's the deal?
Well, I've got my Fisher Amps Mini Body Pack 2 and my Shure headphones. These I just get like a XLR cable, like a really long one from the venue, and they just attach that to the mixing board, and then I get my voice coming back to me only in my left ear because it's a mono signal that I get, so it doesn't actually work in the right ear. And then
What about having only one ear do you like?
so then I use their wedge to go into my other ear with all the instruments.
Nice.
So then I have an ear sort of like available to hear what other sounds are happening. Yeah. So yeah, I am a big advocate for the Fisher Amps Mini Body Pack 2.
Excellent.
It's like the cheapest possible in-ear, and every time people want to try and get in-ears, and they're like, but in-ears are so expensive, and like this one's like, I don't know, $150 or something, and it's kind of a game changer for me. This is prescription medicine for thinking you're a bad singer, being very, very sad. But you get one of these, you're like, I'm an amazing singer.
No, this is very good information.
Changed my life, yeah.
Hell yeah. All
I'm
right.
always trying to get people to borrow it so they can try it out and see how great it is. And that's what happened. That's why I have this, and that's why I have this microphone, this telephone.
Get the microphone? Yeah.
Because I went on a tour where our friend David, who was TMing in Europe, he lent me his microphone and his Fisher Amps Mini Body Pack 2, and I said, I love this tour. I sound so good. And then he said, you should buy this exact gear.
It's like you should do this.
Exactly.
That's great.
And my last piece of gear I would love to just shout out
Yeah.
is my music water.
Oh.
This I really can't go a day without my music water. I tried it for the first time last night. I'll never ever go a day without it again.
Yeah, last night it was in cans.
Yeah, I liked
so,
it better in cans.
Yeah.
But then I saw it today in bottles at the 7-Eleven. I said, I'm getting a big old
okay, I'm
bag
here.
of music water now for the car.
Amazing.
You can even have music water when you're not on stage.
All right. So now we're just going to do, Alex showed us the bass amp, but tell us about the guitar amp, y'all. What do you like about the Deluxe?
I don't know. It's loud. It's a tube amp. It works.
Amazing information.
Yeah, it's great. I don't know. It's a good amp.
And so you've got a little pedal board here too.
Correct. Yeah.
All right, let's go over here.
Okay.
So y'all share this. That's
we
correct?
share this, and so when I'm playing bass, I'll play bass, and if I have to, step on the color box when Greta takes a solo, I'll just do that while I'm playing bass. Kind of fun, She doesn't know what's going to happen to the guitar. I can, but I don't do that much. But if you look at the pedal board, there's a bunch of stuff that I have in common with Katie because I got a bunch of, ideas from her. She actually helped me set up my board when we were recording because she was our engineer.
Nice.
So, the warp vinyl, where it is and how it's set, that's how Katie set it up, and it's like probably how it is on her board. I got the deco because of Katie too. Yeah.
What do you like about those?
About what? Those two?
Those two.
Probably the tone, I would say. Yeah.
Yeah.
We definitely use the warp vinyl for the tone. Yeah.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
All right, so we got the warp vinyl and the deco. Where does it start?
It starts with a tuner. It's Greta's tuner. Like,
Nice.
she really likes to use that as a tuner. Like other tuners, don't really work for her. So we go into the Boss, the TU1 or whatever the hell it is.
Hell yeah.
Then it goes in the deco into this actually, into the Duke of Tone, which I'm just kind of trying out. I used to use the Timmy.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like this more, but yeah, I don't know. It's a little more boxy, I guess. But
Nice.
I like the tone of it better.
It's
Then,
an overdrive, right? Or a distortion?
Yeah, it's an overdrive, boost, and distortion, but I have it on the overdrive mode.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. What comes next?
Then the warp vinyl,
Nice.
and then, which just for the brightness. And then we go into the color box, which is super loud solo.
Nice.
And then we go to the mood, which I always have on the reverb setting, just on all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I have the expression pedal in the mood, so if I just want to put a little reverb on what I'm playing, I just kind of step on the expression pedal. And then,
that's fun.
yeah, just the reverb. Yeah, I can dial it in. I don't have it. You see, I don't have it all the way dimed on the mix either, so it's really subtle. And then I also just use this to make pads for a couple songs on the micro looper. And then it goes into the habit.
Are you doing that on empty head?
Yeah, at the beginning of
Okay.
One Year Stand and Empty Head, I do that. And at a bunch of the outros also, yeah.
Nice.
And
then it goes into the habit?
Yeah, the habit, which I only use for one song, which I don't even remember what I did. There's some dip switches flipped. Basically, it just makes, no, seriously, I said it and I don't even remember what exactly it is, but it just makes a bunch of, it just plays back what I just played, records it and plays it back in a whatever. That's what the habit does, bro.
It's definitely an interactive experience.
Yeah. It's so I don't have to make a bunch of loops, or it just starts doing it for me, basically.
Yeah.
Randomly, I would say.
That's awesome.
And then for some reason, I'm going into the DM2. My trusty, it just happens all the time. It's my reverb or whatever.
And then you're in standard mode too.
Yeah,
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, just all the time. That's it. That's the rig.
You can't replace Boss when you can't replace Boss.
There we go.
All right. Amazing. And we got Frankie Cosmos. Thanks so much, y'all.
What's up? I'm here with Cameron playing drums and Frankie Cosmos. What's up, Cameron?
How's it going?
Happy to be a part of this.
Yeah, baby. Your drums sound so good. Tell me about them. Why do they sound good?
Thanks. Probably has to do with just having these nice t-shirts on the kit, which mutes them, makes them super dry, kind of a like old school 60s sort of sound. So I really like that. Yeah.
What kind of blend do you like best? Like fully cotton, polyester blend?
I don't really have a particular kind, just anything to cover the drum.
All right, tell me about your hi-hat.
It's a Sabian medium hats. They're kind of on the heavier side, but yeah, they sound really crispy and tight. And yeah, they also have a lot of longevity because they're pretty thick cymbals, so I really like them, yeah.
Is there a reason you want something crispy and tight when you're playing with Frankie Cosmos?
Yeah, I mean, I got to play pretty quietly, so it needs something that will, you know, cut through, and yeah, that's why, yeah.
Nice. So I got to ask you about this cymbal. It's like totally busted. Like, look at this gear cam. Look at this.
Jeez.
What happened?
I mean, it's just from years of playing. I'm pretty sure I've had this cymbal since maybe 8th grade or 6th grade or something. Actually, I used to do a solo set where I would cover my drums in fluorescent paint, and you can see some of that fluorescent paint sitting on the cymbal. And that's from, like, you know.
Can you find a spec somewhere?
Yeah, anywhere in here.
Oh yeah, there's proof.
And so yeah, this cymbal has been through a lot, but even with the big crack in it, it doesn't affect the sound too much. It just has like a beautiful, dark, washy sound that I really love. And yeah, so I've used this cymbal forever. It's one of my favorites.
When you know, you know.
Yeah.
All right, what else you got going on?
So then I have a Sabian thin crash over here, 19 inches, which I really, really love. It's like pretty big and washy. I had another version that's an inch smaller, but I don't really like that one as much. Something about a 19-inch cymbal, like, it just has a really nice, beautiful wash to it, and it's like super thin, and yeah, really love this cymbal.
What kind of sticks are you working with?
So these have been my favorite sticks for a while. Vic
Show 'em
Firth
off. Oh, yeah.
Extreme 5As.
Yeah.
So I've turned a lot of drummers onto these sticks. So many people use 5As, and then the extremes are just like the tiniest bit longer and maybe the tiniest bit thicker. And so
what about their weight?
What's that?
What do you think about their weight?
Yeah, probably weighs a tiny bit more, but so without having to put a lot of extra effort, it gives a bit more oomph to the sound.
Totally.
And you know, there's more kind of like whip to the stick.
Yep.
So yeah, these have been my go-to for like many years.
Whip to the stick. You heard it here first. All right, anything else of note? You got a cool kick pedal or something?
It's nothing too special going on. This kick pedal is actually, there is something funny about it. It's like one of the most old school pedals I've ever played on because it has a like a leather strap instead of a chain, which I think is like how they used to make kick pedals.
What's the benefit?
What's the benefit between a strap and a chain?
Honestly, it doesn't really make much of a big difference to me. It's fun for me to use like one of the oldest versions of a pedal that's like super simple. Like all the new pedals have all these little knobs and trinkets and things, and I really like the just kind of like plain down and dirty.
It's mainly about maintenance.
Yeah, nothing fancy about it. I mean, if the strap breaks, that could be bad, but it seems pretty good. So,
Right. Totally.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for showing us your drums.
Yeah.
Great set tonight.
Thanks for having me in the Tone Zone.
Hey Katie, how's it going? Great show, by the way. Y'all killed it. It sounded amazing. What is the deal with your rig? Tell me everything you know about this stack you've got going.
We have a Yamaha Reface CP up here.
Yes.
It's a really small, super portable.
Yeah.
It's like a pretty wonderful touring keyboard if you can get used to the tiny keys.
Yes. Does that make it hard when it comes to like when you're rocking out and like you try to like be precise on the keys?
You go play an actual piano after this, things change.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm super used to it, and I love it, and it's really versatile and totally affordable.
Sick. That's
Sounds great,
important.
like good Wurlitzer sound.
Totally. Hell yeah. Sick. And so it complements this how?
Well, this is the synth, so a lot of the lead lines happen here. This is just kind of chordal and like sometimes doubling lead lines, so I can use two hands.
Yes.
This is a sequential take 5. It's kind of got the power of a Prophet, but in a 50-key synth. And I recently upgraded from a mini log to this, just so that I could have more oscillators and like more. It's a thicker, fuller sound.
Totally, yeah.
It's great for live.
That's awesome, yeah. So comparing this to the Prophet, what are the differences between this and the Prophet?
God, I'd have to like read a manual. I think it's probably like the amount of voices and like analog components and stuff like that.
Totally. As far as size, is this more compact than the Prophet would be?
Oh yeah,
And
Prophet
easier
will
to
be
move
like
around?
61 keys or something. This
Totally.
is 50. Yeah, this is light, and I have a backpack for it, and yeah, I got it just for the road.
Excellent. That seems like a very compact and simple and also effective setup that you've got going. Mm-hmm. Cool. All right, now that we've looked at your stack, what's the deal with this bottom stack that not a lot of people get to see you jam
I'm
on?
going for a monochrome here, like
Yeah.
whites and grays and some black, and yeah. No,
I love the color palette. It's gorgeous.
for Frankie Cosmos, it's
Yes.
all about gain staging and overdrive with what I do. So I have a Beano boost. If you put it first in the chain before your tuner, just directly with the guitar, it's supposed to kind of create a creamier, like Velvet Underground effect. So I do that.
Yeah.
And then a warped vinyl for some style.
Yes.
And then this Strymon Deco. Alex and I both share a few pedals, and one of them I think is the Deco.
Is the Deco, yeah, totally.
Yeah, so overdrive on one side. It's a tape emulator, which is awesome. So you have saturation on the left, and then on the right you have a really short delay that's kind of like a doubler to be like an ADT, like a short tape delay effect.
Awesome. Which pedal do you find yourself favoring and or using the most in a set?
I guess I keep these two on the whole time, so maybe you could argue for that.
Yeah,
I'm
it's the
really
golden
into
combo.
Fairfield electronics, and so the barbershop drive is just very special and sounds quite good.
And it looks cool.
And
that's
looks
what
cool.
that's what matters.
Yeah, I have a bunch of their pedals, and yeah, I enjoy them.
Exactly. Excellent. Well, thank you so much for your time. We were so distracted by your awesome stacks that we forgot your really rad Rickenbacker.
My
Tell me
Rickenbacker
tell me about this
620.
beauty.
Okay, it's a Rickenbacker 620. First I got it because I suck at guitar, and I was like, if I get a really beautiful guitar, it'll be too embarrassing to suck. So there's that. I also tried every guitar, and this has a really like warm and dark and kind of gummy sound, and
Yeah.
I love it. I put these gold plates on because I wanted it to be gold.
Oh, that's
this
beautiful.
stuff
It's
is
seamless
I
with the
added
guitar.
It was all white before.
Yeah.
And then googly eyes.
Oh
is
shit,
like-
that's the best part.
It's pretty important
Wow.
for your tone, yeah.
It is.
yeah.
And for the vibe
Yeah.
as well. Well, my bad about forgetting about this beautiful guitar, and
Thank
well
you so
done
much.
tonight again.
Oh, thank you so much.
We're Frankie Cosmos, and you're watching Alex Alone Tone Zone.